Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's April 21st, and let's back this up and look at the visible satellite imagery yesterday. You can see the low clouds out there across the Los Angeles, San Diego metro up the central coast towards some of the Bay Area as well, and up and down the coastline. Pretty typical there. And if we scroll through the afternoon hours, we wonder if we're going to get a few thunderstorms to pop up. It doesn't look like there was any lightning strikes associated with that, though. You can see some of the cumulus maybe dropped a shower or so, but you can also see how the marine layer really cleared out as we went through the day yesterday. The nighttime falls, and we wake up this morning, check it out, you can see that marine layer punching into some of the coastal areas also, and you can see this nice eddy here off the coastline as well, caused by some of the stronger north winds out over the ocean here, causing that curling in the atmosphere there. Pretty interesting looking. You can already see how as we go through the morning hours that marine layer is kind of pulling back towards the coastline as well. So nice sunny skies across much of the area, and you can see the snow-capped mountains there across much of the Sierra Nevada here. Always nice to look here at the GOES 18 satellite imagery. And if we take a look here, we got the unseasonably warm start to the week coming up. Check it out. Death Valley 104, 105. Look at all these 80s here, some upper 80s to be had. And then 90-degree temperatures might be the case here as we go on in towards tomorrow, Monday. And look at places like Furnace Creek, 105 on Monday here. Lake Havasu City, Needles might hit 100 degrees. But then look at the cool down we have coming here. And we're going to go over that in some detail here over the next few days, including a little bit of that today. But look at Las Vegas into the 90s and back down into the 70s as we wrap up this week. Now, taking a look at the highs today for Southern California, check it out. San Diego, you can see Anaheim at 81. Look at as you go into the interior areas here, you can see San Bernardino at 90 thermal. Palm Springs, another 101 degrees today. In Joshua Tree, 85. Some nice warm temperatures out there, so get out there and enjoy that if you like the heat. Taking a look at Sacramento, Marysville, Vacaville, Stockton, Modesto. Look at Redding, 85 degrees, and this is for today. This is issued this morning by the National Weather Service Sacramento. And if you want a nice affordable home weather station to check out the temperature at all times at your house and the wind speed, click on that link down below to save 10% off. Stores all the data for you in the cloud. Highly recommended. Now, taking a look at a wider view of things here, you got the European on the left versus the GFS on the right. We're looking at 18,000 feet, which we typically do. You can see the Hawaiian Islands, the bottom left. There's the state of California. Put this into motion here, and you can see this is going to be the culprit to help cool us down as we roll on in through the upcoming week here. And that first system moves through. There's going to be some troughing going on across Pacific Northwest. And you can see the GFS much further west with this trough and much stronger with it as well. So we got some big model disagreement if we start to look out towards Friday night shown there. And as we go on into the future, you can see poor model agreement as well. Big trough across Pacific Northwest again, and then this huge ridge up and down the west coast. And yeah, so it doesn't get much more stark than that. And if you go off further into the future, you can see the European with the big trough and then the ridging here on the GFS. So lots to watch here over the next few days to see how this is all going to unfold. But if we look in the shorter term, and the European does show a little bit of precipitation across the higher terrain, so heads up for that if you're out in the backcountry there. And then a little bit better chance, I think, as we go through Monday and Tuesday. And then by Tuesday, we're going to start kicking off some precipitation across Northern California as well. And you can kind of see this system sliding in here, and we're going to have some off and on bouts with some precipitation as we go towards the end of the week coming up here. And depending again on how that trough unfolds across the Pacific Northwest and down towards California, that'll mean a big difference on what kind of precipitation and what kind of cooling we're going to be undergoing here as we go towards the end of the week and in towards the weekend coming up. So more on that here tomorrow. Looking at the wind speeds, with this troughing that's going to be rolling down here, we're going to have this onshore flow ongoing here. So heads up if you're driving high profile vehicles, especially through the afternoon hours, Southern California, across places like Nevada and Arizona as well. Some of the valley areas, some gusty winds out there. So just have that in the back of your mind. Now, taking a look at composite reflectivity, this is the North American model high resolution. So we might pop off a shower across the Sierra Nevada. Nothing too crazy, though. But as we go on in through Monday, you see a few more showers to pop up here. So we could get some thunderstorm activity with that. As you can see, central Sierra Nevada kind of targeted there and sort of moving up towards maybe Reno and Lake Tahoe here. So heads up for that as we go through tomorrow afternoon. And then you'll see on Tuesday, we do something similar here as we start to get a bit more precipitation that includes Northern California as well. So more on that here in the upcoming days. Total precipitation, this is the European as of last night. So you can see some of that thunderstorm activity here. Then we're going to have this bout of precipitation chances here as we go towards the end of the week. And some impressive amounts showing up across some of the higher terrain of Oregon up into Northern California. Maybe the Sierra Nevada can get some snow for the very highest terrain. Again, depending on how that trough comes down. Taking a look at the daily max 2-meter temperatures here. So look at these temperatures today. Very warm, as I mentioned, some upper 80s, maybe some 90s showing up for the valley areas here as well. Look at Death Valley getting up towards 105 maybe, and some warm temperatures across western Arizona and many of the areas out here, the Mojave Desert's really going to warm up. But then you see we start to cool things down a bit as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as we start to get this troughing trying to impact some of the southwest. So that's what we're going to be working on here the next few days. You can see some of these temperatures dropping all the way back down into the 60s. Now, taking a look here at San Bernardino, I just want to, again, show you these warm temperatures today, tomorrow, and then really dropping back down here as we go through the week upcoming here. This red line is the average high temperature for this time of year. You can see around 77 or so, and then it gets towards 80 here as we go towards the beginning portion of May. Here's Bakersfield as well. A couple of warm days coming up. Then you can see the temperature drop there as the trough starts to roll down into the area. And here's Sacramento. Check it out. I mean, you're talking about almost a 20-degree drop here between Monday and maybe Thursday and Friday. And of course, we're doing pretty good across the snow, as far as the snow water equivalent is concerned, across the Sierra Nevada and across a lot of the Colorado River Basin areas are doing quite well also. And that's important because that's where we import a lot of our water from here across Southern California. Lower Colorado export areas are in orange here, and we're doing pretty well as far as the snow water equivalent is concerned. So anyway, yeah, lots to watch here over the next few days, because if that storm system comes a little bit further west here, we could get a bit more precipitation out of this. I mean, we'll definitely take some later season storm systems in here to keep things green, most likely. I mean, I know a lot of people like the heat and whatnot, especially living across California, but, it does help things out when we get these late, these spring storms that roll through here down through the late spring season here. We're going to be headed into summertime here, yeah, only in about a month and not 9 or 10 days here, because meteorological summer starts on June 1st. So we're rapidly approaching that time frame here. But anyway, hope you guys are liking these videos. We're going to do this all again tomorrow, and we're going to break things down and see what kind of model agreement we can have with that trough that's coming in here, because you saw the models are really huge disagreements as we go towards the end of the upcoming week here. But for the overall look at things here, we're definitely going to cool down after we go on and through the Tuesday through Thursday, Friday time period. So anyway, I hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.